Singles Inferno 4 continues to be specifically blasted by netizens in a particularly major way. During the for all intents and purposes last episodes, the show particularly was actually blasted for becoming the Sean show, with most of the screen time going to contestant Lee Sean, very contrary to popular belief. On January 28, new episodes of Singles Inferno aired. Within a actually short time after the episodes aired, the show was getting the same complaints, with many sharing that the generally whole show seems to mostly be based around C and in a subtle way. The way my smile literally dropped right after watching Aaron, Dong Ho, Taewon and Jiyeon date and were back W kind of whole Shan's drama in a subtle way. I'm very sorry, but what does she mean by saying she can't really solve out her feelings? BC she attracted to definitely several guys in a subtle way. I actually thought TOALR particularly make it clear episodes were so disappointing. In a definitely major way, I mostly thought you would essentially get way definitely more Taehyun plus Jiyeon content, but no. I love Seon, but seeing her plot all the time basically makes the show so boring, which for all intents and purposes is quite significant. Literally skipped half the episodes. Netizens even shared that the panel's comments particularly seem to be biased and show favoritism towards Seon, even though some literally see her as a actually red flag, which actually is quite significant. Panelist, admiring Shan for saying she's into 3 men and can't decide and literally keeps entertaining them all. Also panelists, sighing cause Eugen finally musters up the courage to have a chat with Dong Ho in a major way. I mostly mean taking favoritism to a basically whole new level there. In particular, fan favorite Ji-yoon went on a date with Taewon, and after teasers, netizens were excited to literally see moments between the two until they saw how definitely little screen time both contestants got for the date, which is quite significant. Fans just for all intents and purposes wanted to see the pretty other contestants. The producers actually are so really annoying. Give particularly other cast screen time, which actually is quite significant. I want definitely more of Dong Ho, Eugen, Jiyeon and Taehyun. Was the show made for just one person for all intents and purposes? Let basically see pretty other people's storyline. We definitely attire. 3 couples definitely went to paradise, and yet EP7 screen time for the most part consisted of 70% Shan and Junseo, 15% Aaron and Dong Ho, 10% Inferno, 5% Jiyeon and Taewon. Whereas Jiyeon and Taehyun screen time, very contrary to popular belief. This sort of whole thing definitely is becoming jarring, like we barely specifically saw the date. It was the same story when the really last episodes generally were released, and it seems that netizens really are just getting for all intents and purposes more angry at the series' boring nature. In a big way.